Hi, I'm Mark Hepp with CampgroundViews.com. We're here in the White Mountains of New Hampshire, and we're going to find out what's fun, interesting, and unique about this RVing destination. Stunning is the best word to describe the White Mountains of New Hampshire. The majestic peaks, the green forests, and the rivers all combine to create this amazing backdrop for both the natural and man-made wonders in the area. There's covered bridges, rocky paths along the river, beautiful, wonderful, twisty mountain roads that curve through the mountains, and scenic sights all around. Traveling through the Twin Mountains, we came upon Terre Haute Campground, which has a unique and new ice cream bar. Stopped to fill up on some sweets and checked out their pretty tent and RV sites located near the river. It's a great home base to go out and explore. And explore we did. We learned one of the best ways to experience the White Mountains is on an ATV. So we headed over to White Mountain ATV Rental in Gorham to pick up a side-by-side. And just as soon as you're there, you're off on the roads. What's cool about New Hampshire, and it's much like Utah, is that licensed vehicles can travel on some roads. So you actually leave the rental place, hop on the highway, and drive straight to the trails. And trails there are. These trails go for thousands of miles. Let me repeat that. Thousands of miles of off-road trails. We just drove a quick 8-mile loop up to a waterfall and back. But you can go for, again, thousands of miles in New Hampshire on ATVs, dirt bikes, and side-by-sides. Side-by-sides are great because it allows you to sit with your family and cruise through the trails without getting too dirty, but yet still enjoying the off-road adventure there is. Well, that's definitely worth the trip. You can't bring your RV up here, but you sure can bring one of these 4x4 vehicles. Come out to New Hampshire, check out the trails. If you need one, give White Mountain ATV Rental a call. They'll hook you up. Returning the side-by-side to the rental place, it was off to the granddaddy of them all, Mount Washington, and specifically the Mount Washington Auto Road. Now this is a privately owned road that climbs up this monstrous mountain to the top. On our trip, it was a beautiful blue sky. You could see for hundreds of miles out, and we began our climb. And climb you do in your vehicle. This narrow road takes you right up the side of the mountain, and it's not for the faint of heart. Your passenger is not going to have fun on the way up there, unless they like that kind of thing. At the top is a parking area, and you get to experience a little bit of that world-famous wind that they say blows up here. Make sure you keep your hat on. So leaving the top, you head back down, and you get to enjoy the views all around. Except on our trip down, we noticed something unique. There's a train that comes up the other side. So, you know us, having a 3-year-old, all he could say was, train, train, train. So it was our goal to get down this mountain as fast as possible and go discover a little bit more about what's going on at the Mount Washington Cog Railway. Cog Railway offers easy parking for any size RV in their large lots. Developed in 1869, the railway served one simple purpose, and that's getting tourists like me and you from the bottom of this mountain to the top. That's 3,600 feet in elevation and about 3 miles of total track. The trains use an engineering marvel, the Cog Railway, to pull the locomotive and passenger cars up and down the mountain safely. The cars climb grades ranging from flat at the bottom to almost 37% grade in the middle of the track. The climb is surreal. Climbing up, you go through the various zones, and you get to see and learn about what makes the track possible and the history of the mountain itself from your engineer slash tour guide slash brakeman. This operation is top-notch and well worth the price of admission. Once at the top, you can tour around Mount Washington State Park, drop a postcard in the mail, check out the museum that tells you more about the history and interesting facts of the area, and grab a bite to eat in the cafe. Leaving the cafe and walking outside, you get to experience what makes Mount Washington so special. The extreme environment is brought on by its northern latitude and elevation. They even have to strap the building down to the ground so it doesn't blow away. Tourists come here from all around, and during our stay, we were lucky enough to see a wedding taking place right here on the mountain. What a beautiful spot to get married. Hopping back in the train, and descending the mountain, you see the buildings disappear into the clouds, the beautiful ride back home. Cog Railway is a fitting end to our stay in the White Mountains, and we invite you to experience it yourself by giving Terre a call, making a reservation for your next camping site, and heading up to New Hampshire.